G'day and welcome to Outback Goldfever. Today we're going to be detecting in the goldfields region of Western Australia. So the weather's good, the gold's good, so sit back, enjoy, and if you like today's video then you can support us by hitting that like button. It keeps us motivated to keep producing these videos for you and sharing our lives with you guys. So thank you very much and you stay safe out there.
Today we are in an area where Mark and I both picked up gold before. I was actually on my way back to the spot where I stopped detecting last time, and it didn't take long. I already dug a hole there and I already got a piece of gold. So yeah, that piece there is a really good start into the day. I didn't even expect to pick up gold on the way to the spot where I was hoping to pick up gold. But yeah, a really good start. It shows that this area here has a lot of potential. So that's the hole here. It's really only shallow. I didn't get my pick out. I scraped this one here with my boot. This area here has been flocked by other detector operators. They did leave gold too, so that's a good sign. Okay, I'll fill this hole back in. I'll put a waypoint into my GPS, but I'll keep going to that spot where I finished detecting last time we were out here and I picked up a nice specimen there. This one here is the Minelab GPZ 7000. I'm running a 14-inch standard coil on it, and combined with the booster and the double speakers, killer setup.
Okay, we're just back at the spot where I picked up those couple of species. I'll come back today with the chain and I'm going to go over this area here, and already I'm on my the fourth chain run here, and I've just got a signal here basically right next to that hole that I dug yesterday, so I'll give you a listen to that one. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's got to be gold, so yeah, we'll give that one a dig. Okay, there it is. See that gold sticking out there? And a little bit there. I'll give that a rub. Oh, there we go. Yep, there it is. Nice little nugget. That's probably 0.9 of a gram. Yeah, almost a gram, that one, I think. Yeah, that's a nice little piece. And yeah, basically and not far from where I got that piece yesterday, so you beauty.
Okay, so now I'm back at the spot where I wanted to start the day originally. I have found gold just there. It was a specimen and it's right on that quartz outcrop there. Yeah, this area is well known for gold, so we are not the only people here, and we're definitely not the first ones either. Usually I'd probably wear headphones in areas like this. But yeah, today where I'm listening for other cars and other detectors as well, I'll use my double speakers. Very handy, especially with the booster here. The signal of the detector gets amplified and my volume is easily accessible. I can turn it off quickly compared to going into the settings of your detector. The big bonus is I can run my double speakers, so that's what I like about it. I don't have to tilt my head. I've got the volume on both ears instead of just one.
Yeah, I'm still chaining this same area that I got those two pieces from earlier, and I've just got another signal here. It's been pretty quiet for the last kind of 20-30 meters, but I've just got another signal here. It could be junk. I'll give you a listen. Still in there. I thought it was going to be on the surface there for a moment, but yeah, we'll have to give that a bit of a dig. I think that's it right there. I can see it. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Probably a little half grammer there, yeah. Not a bad little nugget for, yeah, nice and shallow. Pretty beauty. Oh, we'll keep chaining and hopefully we can pick up a few more of those.
I got a specie down in there, and actually somebody else dug holes there, and yeah, I'll just detect these holes here. I'll have a look around this area. Even though I can't see the rocks cropping out further down, I'll still detect it because they might be underground and just covered up by a bit of silt or something. So same with this area here. I'll draw imaginary lines into both directions of this outcrop here and detect along, see what I can find. Yeah, so I just started detecting along this area here very slowly, and I've actually got a signal right there. Somebody excavated all this and did not hear that there's a signal just there. So I'll give you a listen. So yeah, the target there could easily be another specimen. Fingers crossed. The target is out of the hole. Can't wait to see what it is. Signal is coming out of this rock here. It's quartz and I can see gold here. So yeah, of course it's a bit dirty. Oh, look at this one here. I just gave that a rub and it came up nice and shiny there. Nice. So far I can only see gold on this one side here, which I'm not going to rub too much because I don't want to break off little pieces of gold, because they are sticking out of the rock there. How nice, look at that. Can't see anything on this side, but that's alright. I'll clean that up when I come back to the camp. That should have some gold on it. Yeah, that's a really good find. Like I said, other people have been here and detected this area, and yeah, nobody else has heard this one here, so I'm very happy with this one, and it's a nice looking piece. I'll definitely have a closer look around here. I'll move in slow motion, covering every inch, and sometimes I gotta swing my coil about 10 times to make sure that I don't miss any signals buried down deeper. But yeah, with the double speakers, the booster, and a killer machine, we should be able to unearth a few more species. I'm happy, it's gold.
Yeah, I'm still chaining this area and I've just come across my third good target for the day, and I'll give you a bit of a listen to that one. Yeah, a bit of rubbish that one. Anyways, we'll keep working.
Yeah, I'm working my way along this reef here super slowly, and I'm struggling with this fallen tree here. So quite a few branches came off this big tree here, and yeah, they're basically covering up the quartz reef. That's where I got the gold there. It's somebody else's diggings there. And yeah, I can't detect here, unfortunately. So I'll just try and move this massive branch out of the road here so I can get my coil closer to the rocks. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there for the moment, but yeah, that's what I'll keep doing. Working my way along this area here super slowly.
Okay, I've just got another target here. It sounds like it might be a little bit of rubbish, but it could be a piece of shallow gold as well, so I'll give you a listen. It's pretty loud, but it's got that little bit of a warble to it. We'll give it a dig and see what we can find there. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit of rubbish. Looks like a little blasting cap or something like that. Anyways, we'll keep searching.
I've got a signal here that sounds a bit different to the other ones I've had today, because this one's quite out there. Listen to this one. See it? Not a shotgun pellet. Very sharp little subgrammer. Yeah, it's really not surprising that this piece here looks very rough, because if it just came from that reef up there, that's really not all that far away, so it hasn't had the time to travel down the slope and get rounded by tumbling around with a lot of water and other rocks and sand and all that. So this one only made it from up there to down here, which is why it's very prickly, very rough. It'll look alright. Once I get back to the camp, I'll clean it up and give you guys a close-up of this. Yeah, very good. It's gold. I really didn't expect a subgrammer because, yeah, looking at all these holes around here, I expected surface gold to be gone. But yeah, this one was only a little shallow scrape away, and yeah, from the beginning on a definite signal. So worth my while to keep having a closer look around here, that's for sure.
Just like Chrissy and I are happy to share our adventures out here, we're also happy to share with you our equipment that we use and any tips and tricks that we can offer you. Today I'm going to share with you one of Chrissy and I's favourite detecting accessories. Here we've got the B&Z booster and dual speaker setup. Yeah, so the booster actually amplifies the audio signal and will actually boost those soft targets that are very hard to hear without giving you any kind of overload or distortion. When that wind picks up, yeah, we adjust our volume up to overcome the sound of the wind. So we're constantly doing that all day if it's windy, and also, yeah, if it's quite sunny and you want a bit of a break in the shade. As soon as you start walking over all this leaf litter and sticks underneath the trees, it's actually quite noisy walking on them. That's another time that we just turn the volume up, and it's a lot easier to adjust our volume quickly here than it is to go in on the detector settings and change them in there. Another cool thing with the booster is the booster bypass switch here on top. So basically we can turn the booster onto bypass, so it doesn't go through the booster system, and it actually will lower the volume. Yeah, so when you get those screaming targets, you can just flip the switch and put it on bypass, and then you can pinpoint it without it blowing your eardrums out. It's a very simple unit to use, but it's really only got the switch and the volume on off button there. Plug in your detector into the detector jack and plug in your headphones or your speaker into the top jack there. So that's just a 1/4 inch headphone jack, and if you've got 1/8 headphones or whatever, you can just buy an adapter, pretty cheap and easy to use. So just plug that into the unit like that, turn it on, and away you go. Yeah, the booster just runs on 2 AAA batteries that's here in the back here, so you just flip that cover open and yeah, 2 AAA batteries in there. We run rechargeables in there, so we don't have to worry about carrying spare batteries. We just always make sure we've got our booster batteries charged up, but they will last us 2 to 3 weeks of 8 hours a day detecting, so very good for the 2 AAAs. So we've been using the B&Z booster for quite a while now. These are actually made in Queensland by Jonathan Porter from the Outback Prospector. So yeah, he's a well-known and very proficient detector operator. Everything you need to actually get up and running will be included in the kit. You can also have the option of buying a speaker or 2 speaker units. So they're all pre-wired, ready to go. We have our booster and speaker set up permanently attached to our backpacks, and all the wires running around neatly. We'll all cable tie them, and they all run actually down through the bag there, and it pops out through the bottom here. And I keep my wireless unit in the side there, and pretty easy. So there, that's just plugging in from the booster, and that just goes in the pocket on the side there. So if you're using a harness setup, you can use the same kind of system. The B&Z booster does actually come with a belt clip on the back there, so you can actually clip it to the harness system, or do what we've done and cable tie them as a permanent setup. Chrissy and I do highly recommend having a booster for gold detecting. It really does make a difference out there in the field. Like I say, we're constantly adjusting that volume up and down. We run the double speakers there because you get the wind coming from one side of you and you can't hear the speaker on that side as well as the other one, so very handy to have the dual speakers. The normal audio system in your detector really isn't powerful enough to run 2 speakers, so if you want to run 2 speakers, then you're definitely going to have to get a little booster or amplifier to power up those 2 speakers. Sometimes you can get away with just the 1 speaker straight out of the detector, that's fine. But yeah, if you want to power up 2 speakers, a booster is the go. We don't like wearing the headphones when it's really hot. You tend to get real sweaty ears very quickly. And if you get an ear infection out here, it ends your detecting week pretty much, yeah. So we prefer to wear the speakers when it's hot, and most of the places we detect tend to be very hot. We tend to chase the hot weather around for some reason, so that's why we run the dual speakers instead of using headphones most of the time. But yeah, definitely headphones are the most efficient way of detecting. It gives you more of a chance to find the gold that others have missed. Our favourite detecting accessory.
Yeah, of course I'm still in the same area, just circling around and trying to find more targets. And right next to the base of this tree here, there's a target there, which I'm definitely gonna dig. That sounds pretty good to me, so I'm not gonna start with a shallow scrape. I'll probably dig right into it because it doesn't sound like it's sitting on the surface, which yeah, makes me more hopeful that it might be a piece of gold. Oh. I'm hopeful about this one here being gold because it was a little bit deeper than the shotgun pellets in this area, so it's a good spot too, right next to the tree root. Alright, I got it, I could see it in my hand. It's another nice rough bit of gold, a little bit bigger than the others. So yeah, that piece there, that should be close to a gram, I reckon. So it's got a little bit of quartz on it. I'll give it a proper clean when I'm back at the camp, because I don't want to waste my drinking water out here. But yeah, it should come out alright, and there's a fair bit of gold in it. Well, a fair bit, it's close to a gram of gold in here. Yeah, I'm very happy about this one. So yeah, it may look like these holes were on a track, but these ones here, they are not actually tracks. Well, they are now, and they are all over the place. These tracks haven't been put in by the farmer, they have been put in by previous people detecting out here, which is not a good thing. I'm surprised that nobody has ever put a mining lease over this ground, because I can imagine to scrape the surface of this ground here would reveal much more gold. So yeah, really surprising to come across an area like this. I'm heading back to the bike. I've had enough for today, and yeah, I can't wait to brush up the gold and put it on the scales too. See how much I got for the day. So today was really good. I ended up with 3 sub-grammers and the specie. So I'll start with the smallest one. That's 0.3, really rough, this one. That one hasn't traveled far at all. Then I had this one here, 0.25. Not too bad either. And same thing, this one here is also pretty rough. And this one here is quite warm, but it does have a little bit of ironstone and quartz attached to it. 0.65 of a gram, and altogether 1.23 grams, plus this beauty here. That's what I said out there. I didn't want to give it too much of a rub because there is the gold that's poking out of the quartz there, and it's super rough. So yeah, this rock is actually split off a bigger rock. So yeah, I'd like to know where that bigger piece of this one here is, but yeah, it's definitely gold going through. Beautiful.
So today I just managed the two little nuggets off a little bit of an area that I chained. We'll start off with the smaller one there, and yeah, 0.57, so yeah, not a bad little piece. And the other one I thought was going to be closer to a gram, 0.9 I think I said. Oh, 1.054. So yeah, not a bad little piece at all. So gram and a half for the day, so yeah, not too bad considering that the gold's been a bit slow lately. So it's yeah, I'm just glad to have those couple of little pieces.